Hey everybody, how we doing? It's Jeremy Scott here with Liberty Bugle Town Hall. It's great to be back in the chair and great to be bringing some new content to you guys. As you saw in the thumbnail and right up here, and then there were three. So we're talking about the presidential race here and how 2024 is starting to shape up. We're still a long ways out. So, don't get too serious about anything yet. People have yet to announce. Of course, we know who the usual suspects are. The first person, of course, to announce, we know right there. We've got the Donald. And so Donald Trump, of course, we knew he was going to run. I don't know. We toyed back and forth with it, didn't I? I think I said in some earlier videos that I wasn't sure if he was really going to announce or not, if it was really the best idea. But so far, polling-wise, he's actually doing really, really well. And as you would assume that he would with the Republican Party. And that's kind of who matters, getting through the primary, right? And then we'll fight the battle in the general. I'm still, personally up in the air about this. I'm going to do my best not to endorse any particular candidate for a while. I want to see what everyone is who comes to the forefront. I did obviously support Donald Trump before. We'll see how things go moving forward. But also keep in mind, he wasn't my first choice when he ran. I had other choices in line. And then when Trump decided to jump in, I threw my support behind him, and we went from there. But this race is actually, it's going to be very, very interesting. And of the people who have raised their hands, obviously, we have Donald, who has done that. We have Nikki Haley. Now, some of you are probably familiar. Most of you should be familiar with Nikki Haley. She was our ambassador to the UN, and boy, the UN, I kind of look at them as an illegitimate organization who are here on U.S. soil. I don't think that they belong here, nor should they be taken seriously when they allow nations like Iran to be on the Council for Human Rights. And I just can't take them seriously as far as that goes. But here's what Nikki Haley, really a very interesting person. I happen to admire her quite a bit. She's UN ambassador, obviously, as I mentioned. Also, the first female governor to South Carolina. So I think that she's pretty fantastic. I really enjoy the things that she has to say. She's a Tea Party darling, and of course, Freedom Caucus likes her an awful lot. I think that she stands a good contention. Now, early polling shows her getting maybe only 7% or so support. But, like I say, guys, it's really, really early. So now we're going to watch. We're going to bring in the information. Someone interesting that I think you guys haven't seen yet or paid much attention to is I love to call the lovely, vivacious Vivek Ramaswamy. And yeah, he's got a really interesting name. But remember, guys with interesting names like, Barack Hussein Obama actually ended up getting elected. So don't count him out because his name's a little funky. He's actually a really interesting guy. And I'm going to put a link down below in the description of the video when he announced his candidacy. And he's going to talk a lot about his vision. Now, you won't have any shortage of him appearing on air and at various channels and so on, talking about his vision for America. But I found it to be very positive and very uplifting. And he sees one of the things that really struck me is he believes that America's best days are yet to come. And that's a message that also has been echoed previously by Ron DeSantis as well. And speaking of Ron, obviously, we have not seen him yet, but he's releasing a book. Now, let's talk about Vivek for just a minute. He's an entrepreneur. He's a political activist. He wrote the book Woke Inc., I believe. If I find it, I'll put a link in the description for you as well if you want to take a look at that. I would like to say I'm going to read the book. Probably not. I have too much of a stack of reading ahead of me anyway. But Vivek, hey, buddy, I'll try to read your book at some point. So, probably a really great read. If any of you have gone through it already or read it, please, share your thoughts and comments down below. Now, I mention this really is that Ron has not announced yet. He is talking about his book, and it's really kind of funny how either a book tour leads to a presidential run, or a presidential run leads to a book tour. You'll notice that happens across the board pretty often. But we'll see if or when he announces. I kind of think that it may be a little bit early. I think that he's very pivotal, very strong in Florida, leading as an example in Florida. And I would really kind of hate to see things change for him. And I moved my microphone, guys. I didn't realize it was in the wrong spot, and I've probably been sounding a little quiet. You may be thankful for that. But so Ron hasn't announced, and I hope that... I don't know if I hope that he will yet or not. I kind of want to see how things go. Maybe have him hold off and wait to announce until a little bit later, because the last thing anybody needs is Donald Trump slinging mud at them and attacking any sort of identity politics early on and getting caught with a nickname that won't go away. Low energy Jeb, Sleepy Joe, what do we call Ted? Like Lion Ted, all kinds of things. That we just don't want those sort of things to happen. Little Marco, these things, they stick, right? And I think that Ron is a great guy. I think Ron DeSantis, Governor DeSantis, as I say more, more respectfully, has done a phenomenal job in Florida. So really looking forward to see what he would do as president. I just don't know if 2024 is the time. But all I can say is regardless, whether it's Donald, whether it's Nikki, whether it's Vivek, I just hope no matter what, that it doesn't turn into this. Right? We don't need a Three Stooges show, and we don't need that, and that's kind of where I'm at with these things. So for now, guys, I will say hang in there, hang tight, don't lose faith. It's going to be a very interesting run-up, and we're really excited to see how things go. Please feel free to drop some comments down below, questions. Let's engage on this one, because I would love to hear your projections of the people who haven't announced yet. Who would you like to see? I'm really interested to hear that. I would love feedback for you guys on that, because, your voice matters. You believe it or not, your voice matters. And there are focus groups out there trying to figure out, and even with the RNC, and trying to figure out who they should be bringing forward that would have vast public appeal. So don't think that your voice is lost on things, guys. That's it for me for now. I'm going to see you back very soon, and a lot of great content coming your way. Please do me a personal favor. Click the subscribe. Guys, we're over 30,000 now, and this video will be a little bit dated, but we reached over 30,000 subscribers. Thank you. Thank you so much for where we're at, and we look forward to growing even more with you and see where this thing can go. So Jeremy Scott over and out for now. We'll catch you guys next time. Bye-bye.